this to you. There's nothing worse than trying to read when you have that nagging, irritating voice in the background. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my reading vlog, and in today's video we are looking at my physical book, which is Her Greatest Mistake, and my immersive read, which was In Between Life and Death, which I read on Audible and on Kindle Unlimited. So let's get into it. So I thought I would just come to the car for my lunch break. Got myself a hot chocolate. I'm going to do some reading and let you all know my thoughts on the books I've been reading so far, and just see where we're up to, really. Sometimes it's nice just to get away from everybody in school. Not that I don't like spending time with people, but I definitely am one of them who has to have some time by themselves, and you can't get that in a school. So I'm just going to enjoy the peace and quiet for 20 minutes and then go back and do some interacting. I also love people watching. It's like the best street for people watching. Okay, so what I didn't realise about this book was that it is an interconnected standalone, and it is the first book of a second generation, and I haven't read any of the first generation books. My bad, I should really have looked that up before I actually put this book on my wish list. I just saw that it was hockey when I was really into my ice hockey when I was reading Heated Rivalry, and yeah. Oops, well, I'm going to start it now, there's no going back. So, I mean, I guess that because I'm reading a second generation book and I do like it, I can then go and read the other books, and it'll be almost like reading a prequel. I've done that a little bit with LJ Shen's books anyways, so we'll see. I like how the author has placed a family tree at the start, so when I do see any of those characters come up, I will know how they're connected, and yeah, I guess that'll make me see if I actually want to read their stories or not. I haven't managed to read that much because I've been distracted and I'm not a fast reader, so I have in fact read up to page 7. I have not tabbed anything yet, but I will have about 10 minutes by the time I actually get back into school, so I'll see if I can get anything done then. There's a meeting after work, a late one as well, so by the time I get home, make food, then I'll get some more reading done and we'll see how far I can get. I've also started a new audiobook, and it is called Between Life and Death by Jaclyn, and it is the first book in that series, and it is a dark romantasy, so that's exciting. So I've switched it up from contemporary romance on my Audible to now listening to some dark fantasy. So yeah, I will catch up with you guys later. It's time for me to get back to work, unfortunately. So I'm about to start cooking tea, and I'm listening to, well, I've only listened to 8 minutes so far of Between Life and Death by Jaclyn, and the plot of this story is supposed to be, we've got duet narration, one of my favourite types, and the summary is basically, we
Hello.
Oh yeah, you're ringing us twice for?
Why didn't you answer first time?
Because I'm on my phone.
Oh yes. Did you need anything from Sainsbury's?
What did we need? Oh, we need kitchen roll.
Kitchen roll.
Kitchen roll, dishwasher tablets. By the way, you've got your potato gnocchi and you've also got the other pasta as well.
No, you've made that other pasta then.
Oh man!
What?
Stuff keeps just falling out of this cupboard.
So what's the dishwasher tablets and kitchen roll?
Yeah, that's all I can think of right now.
Right, you are.
Right, love you.
Right, love you, bye.
Bye. So the summary says, his eyes returned to mine, that invisible tether between us strung too tight, that magnetic pull, it was unbreakable, unyielding, eternal, and it demanded that we collide. On the secluded continent of Edenvale, possessing magic is a death sentence. Those who have it are labelled cursed, and by order of the king they are cleansed, a horrific event utilising a hot, hungry pyre and an iron collar. So I've already encountered, I think it was a really young child was being burnt alive at the stake, and they were being cleansed, and I'm guessing it's because they must have had magic. Enemy to the king, a group known as the Cursed Rebels defend their lands from his reach, creating an ongoing bloodthirsty war. When Sage's brother is conscripted for the war, she is forced to trade in her cosy, peaceful cottage life and join the Cursed Rebels to get him back. Her mission seems straightforward, but Vaughn, the leader of the Cursed Rebels, comes riddled with dark secrets. With his otherworldly eyes, black as a starless night, and a taste for juicy thigh him. What the hell is that? Red apples, Sage knows better than to get involved with a guy like him. But knowing and doing are two very different things. Together with the Cursed Rebels and Vaughn, the king of inky deals and sexy stolen moments, Sage embarks on the quest of a lifetime. Little does she know that fate is at work and the gods are watching her every move. Between Life and Death is for the ACOTAR fans looking to scratch that insatiable itch. I have had an itch ever since reading ACOTAR. It has been scratched. There are some books out there that are just as good, if not sometimes better. And this is supposed to be a dark fantasy romance. So we shall see how it goes. So I am currently 8 minutes and 37 seconds of the way through. So let's get started while I cook me and Samuel some tea.
I'm aware. Oh, no way. You're not putting that anywhere.
I literally eyeball everything that I make. I don't follow a recipe. Oh my god, my eyes are going. I'm gonna have to turn the fan off. Oh, those onions are strong. Anyways, we're having pasta for tea. Listen to my audiobook, and so far I've enjoyed it.
The octopus? What are you on about burning the octopus? It's a kitchen. Of course there's smoke in it. Can you lift that curtain up, please?
Stop it. Like the chili. Not too sure I like the nickname Docs for Maddox. Like Maddox.
funny how different American names are to British names. Like, American names just sound so American. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you would never really, I don't know, have like a Maddox on the register at school. Adeline, that's a pretty name. His sister's called Adeline. That's nice. Hi guys, so I'm back with my new blue light glasses on. I thought I would film the rest of this part of the update wearing these ones. I might regret that later, but we'll have to see. So I'm in the middle of reading a hockey romance book, and this is a interconnected standalone, part of a second generation. This is a traditionally published book with Penguin by Hannah Cowan. Cowan, don't be butchering that name. But I have really been flying through this book. I have been tabbing quite a bit. This book has really pulled me in, and I'm like definitely going to be reading the rest of this series. I am on page 228. Chapter 31, and I'm currently reading Maddox's point of view, and he is the MMC. So Maddox is a professional NHL player. He plays for the Vancouver Warriors, and this book is a second chance romance done really quite well. I am not a massive fan of second chance romance unless it is done well, and this to me is perfect in that it's a second chance for both of them. They were childhood best friends since they were 5 years old. They both loved each other when they were teenagers, but neither of them ever like got even close enough to saying it to each other. And basically it's called Her Greatest Mistake because she's the one that made the mistake and she has to make up for it. And all this time he's waited for her in the romantic sense, that he's never had a serious girlfriend. He has saved himself for her, and it's just really sweet so far. She is a plus-sized FMC. She is a vet. She loves animals. Her name is Braxton, and she has a very toxic family. Her dad is awful. I really do like the sister in this, so maybe whatever's went on with the parents hasn't been passed down to the children. And this book basically becomes a second chance romance because they fall back into each other's lives. She moves to the other side of the country for university, and they don't see each other for like 8 years. They are now in their late 20s, and he has just gotten himself into some serious trouble with the press. I'm not too sure what the press is like for NHL players because obviously hockey isn't big in the UK. So I can believe the kind of pressure he'd be under to change his image because of what the footballers in this country have to go through with the press. And basically it's one of his friends' ideas that he helps out with an animal shelter that Braxton owns, and the building is also attached to her vet surgery. And from there she is asked to sign an NDA so they will get into some sort of like fake relationship, and this will help clear his image up. And so I keep doing this, it's just really nice and floppy. I don't know why, that's really irritating. Sorry, the book isn't irritating, but me doing this constantly while I'm talking is irritating. But it's like a warm hug, this book. It's definitely what you need for a palate cleanser. I'm not somebody who can read romance, boom, 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 boom. I like to separate romance and romantasy, so that this is more of a palate cleanser. Romantasy is my go-to for really falling in deep, and then this is what I need to just cleanse the palate. So I've only got, let's see, how many pages left? Oh, I've got just over 100 pages left, and I think I can get this done tonight. And so far, I think I'm going to be rating this book 4 stars. 4 stars for a romance, it's pretty good. My next update is for my audiobook, which I am not doing too well at because I have just been so busy this week sorting stuff out. For the engagement party, I wasn't very well for 2 days. and literally was just like staying in bed sleeping and didn't listen to anything on my audiobook. I tend to listen to my audiobook when I am cooking, when I am cooking, when I am cleaning, driving to and from work, or just getting in the car in general and getting ready in the mornings. I will have this playing. So this, so far we're up to chapter 5, has kind of immersed us into this world where we know that the FMC is cursed, which means she has magic, and she is living with a found family. The mother figure is called Ezra, and her brotherly figure is... oh my god, what is his name?
I couldn't say Caleb.
Caleb. I knew it was Caleb. It just came to me. And so far, the mother figure has... she's blind, and she has foretold maybe some sort of prophecy. I'm not too sure. I'm not quite sure what's going on yet, because we're still only 5 chapters in, and I've got 9 hours and 9 minutes left according to this, if I read on a 1.2 speed. So far, it's going. I am excited to listen to some more of this book, but I do think today I'm actually going to read some more of it on my Kindle. I will put my headphones in and hopefully get some done while Samuel is watching the football, because there is nothing worse than trying to read when you have that nagging, irritating voice in the background. Hi.
No.
Just a one hug.
No.
Just one.
Get up.
So it's Sunday and I've got some reading updates for you. I have finished Her Greatest Mistake by Hannah Cowan, and I'm giving it a solid 4 stars. This book was such a good second chance romance, where it was her mistake and his stubbornness, also as well, and some family mistakes as well that contributed, but they were basically soulmates and always meant to be, and I just loved their story. So I do think I'm gonna continue reading some more of Hannah Cowan's work, because I did like her writing style, and I'd be intrigued to also look at maybe her cowboy romances and some of the rest of the books in this series. So I would definitely recommend, if you are a romance girly looking for a palette cleanser. I'm guessing you can start in the other books, because yes, the characters were mentioned from the previous generation and other series, but you didn't really need to know about them. You could understand who they were without needing to read the other series. So yeah, I definitely recommend this book. So up next is my audiobook, which is Between Life and Death, and I have some very interesting takes so far on this. I've got about 5 hours reading time left, and I did not know that this was a Hades and Persephone retelling. I mean, I guess I didn't really look too much into what the story was about, but then, as I always do, I stalk Pinterest and find myself some character art, and I found it all on Jaclyn Cott's actual Pinterest account. So we have, obviously, just a recap, this is a dark fantasy romance, and the MMC is 6'8", is morally grey, and just happens to be the god of death. The twist in this is that the gods have vampire tendencies, and yeah, they have like fangs and they like to do vampiric stuff. So we have this dark-haired, tattooed, always dressed in black, morally grey MMC called Vaughn, and he is constantly winding up our FMC. She does know what his deal is, but she she has this pull towards him, and she cannot help herself but find herself always seeking him out, always wondering what he's doing, who he's talking to, who the woman is that he keeps going back and forwards to see. And she has just found out that she has a dream curse. So a curse isn't a curse that's bad, it's just their term for what kind of magic they have. So she has the water curse and the dream curse so far, so she can do stuff with water, and she can also speak to the dead in her dreams, as well as see into the past and the future in her dreams as well. And then I found this character art on Jaclyn's Pinterest, and the caption was, "What if the villain waited 300 years for her, only to find out that she had no memories of him?" I was like, you know, I went into this book and I did not know that. Have I just spoiled it for myself a little bit? Maybe. But if it's in the caption, then maybe it's not supposed to be a spoiler. This is also a series, and I think books 2, 3, and 4 might already be out. It is supposed to be an epic love story that spans the ages and proves that all darkness needs a little light. As inspired by Persephone and Hades, this book is filled with forced proximity, which we have so far, they're having to live in the same house. Fated Mates, which I didn't know about, but I'm now looking really forward to that because I love Fated Mates. It is one of my favourite ever tropes. Ever first coming across it in the ACOTAR series, I had never came across Fated Mates before. Like, I think it's one of the best tropes. We have forgotten memories, lots of banter, found family, a slow burn with delicious romance, and it is on Kindle Unlimited, and it does have spies. I obviously have been reading it so far and there have been no spies. So Samuel is in bed, it's currently 9:30 and it's the day after our engagement party. We didn't go to bed till about 2 o'clock last night. I had like an hour and a half nap today, so I'm fine right now. Even though we got up at like 7:45 in the morning, which was far too early for me. I like to stay until about 10 o'clock, maybe even later. But he went to bed at like 8:30, so I still need to go in the shower and wash my makeup off and go to bed, but I'm not going to go to bed until I'm actually tired, because I, by myself, have spent the day tidying the entire house. I've set up all of our engagement cards in the living room. I've got all of the bottles. I've got my easel in the corner that needs to go back, because at the minute that looks a bit out of place. I'll just show you. So we've got all of the engagement cards there. There are some behind the curtains, I couldn't fit them all on. That easel needs to go back, and then we've got just like all of the bottles over there that oh, that I don't really know what to do with, because me and Samuel don't drink in the house. Like, we're not massive drinkers. I mean, he can be when he goes out, whereas I only have like 2 glasses, if that. Yeah, I don't really drink, so we have a lot of, let me just count, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, we've got 17 bottles. We got like cash and gift cards as well. Like, so grateful for everything that everyone gave us, because obviously we weren't expecting it. It was an engagement party to celebrate getting engaged, and it was just a really nice insight to what our wedding party will be like in November. I got a really nice photo album that's also like, it's also like blend, it also like, what is it? It's also, I also got a really nice photo album that can be used as a coffee table book, so it looks like a book. When you open it up, it's actually a photo album, and I got this from my best friend at work and her 2 daughters, who I'm friends with as well. And yeah, that's currently on show with all my engagement cards. But now that the engagement party is over, I can now look forward to the hen do. So the hen do is happening in April. My sister, who is my only bridesmaid, my maid of honour, she has been tasked with the organisation. So this was the one thing I did not want to do, because I'm obviously organising everything else. Like, Samuel is no help, bless him. Not that I would want him to help, because can he really be trusted to do it the way I would have done it? Probably not. So we are going to Copenhagen or Copenhagen, not too sure how to say it. I need to learn myself some phrases. She has the itinerary sorted. I'm not allowed to know anything about it yet. People from work have seen it at the party last night and they said it looks really good, so fingers crossed. We are not doing any of the typical Hindu stuff. So like no strippers. Not like getting drunk all day and all night. So I'm not too sure what the plan's gonna be, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So now my to-do list is outfits. I'm not making anybody buy any themed clothes for when we're there because I'm already like doing a hen do on such short notice. Like we booked it in January, so that's only like a couple of months. But everyone that I wanted to come is coming, so I'm very pleased. And there is 11 of us, including myself. And we are going from Friday to Monday. I'm probably not going to get any reading done. Not even on the plane. People will be obviously chatting, talking. There'll be no time for getting books out, you know. So I just need to find myself some outfits. Because all of the Scandi girlies and Scandi guys, they are some of the best dressed people in the world. So, you know, they set high expectations. Gotta get looking online. Maybe go to some shops this week as well and start looking at Hindu stuff. So exciting. Right, I need to lock back into my reading and hopefully get a big chunk done now before bed. Oh my god, it's 20 to 1 in the morning. Whoopsies. The question is, do I stay up to read some more and then just lie in bed for longer tomorrow and waste my day? Or do I go to bed now and wake up at a reasonable time? I'm off for the week though, so that's good. But I can't put this book down. I'm starting to get tired. Why don't we say 20 more minutes until 1 o'clock and we'll see where we're at. Yeah. We've just had a "Who Did This to You?" Book girlies write about book girlies. There is always a book girly girl in almost every book that I read. They're always reading something. So when I said I was going to read for 20 minutes until 1 o'clock, it is actually almost 1:30 in the morning. I read from chapter 18 to 24. I am 48% of the way through, and it's getting good. Getting really good. It's very addictive. I didn't realise I'd read for an hour. Oh, pretty juicy. Right, I'm going to have to go to bed. I'm going to leave everything where it is and sort it out in the morning. And hopefully when I go upstairs, I don't wake Sonny up. I'm also dying for a drink. So just another reading update for you. I went on a solo reading date to a bar/coffee/restaurant, and I read up to 65% of my book and I'm now on chapter 35. It is currently 22:55, so 5 to 11 at night. Samuel has gone to bed. I'm gonna go and get myself a cold glass of water because I am really craving one. And we're gonna thunk down, see how much we can get finished. Try not to go to bed too late like last night. I went to bed at, I think it was almost 2 o'clock by the time I'd gotten myself dressed, makeup off, in bed. And I was like, that's the time I went to bed on my engagement party night. I can't be doing this every night, otherwise I'll get into a bad sleep routine. But this is the only time of night where he's gone to bed and I have some free time. It's like having a child where you're trying to escape them and just be by yourself for a bit. Not. And yeah, so far we have met a new character. He is the king's advisor. He is a redhead and he is already showing signs that he too might be a god or a demigod. And he knows about Sage. He knows who she used to be for definite, and he is trying to bring her memories back. So I'm not too sure what role he plays yet, but I can tell I'm not gonna like him. I don't think I am. I am definitely a Von stand right now. My god of death, he's giving me everything right now. He is dark, broody. I think he has wings. We can't see them yet, but he leaves behind black feathers. Yeah, there is more to come, I'm sure. Right, time to get comfortable. I think I'm gonna finish this chapter. I'm on page 332, 79%, and something sad has just happened. I finished it. I have finished Between Life and Death by Jaclyn, and I went to go and do my review on Fable and Goodreads, and quite annoyingly the first things that popped up on Goodreads were like the 1-star reviews where people are just slating it, and that kind of irks me a little bit when I actually really enjoyed it and I'm about to write a really good review and I'm like, why did I need to see that? Like, why is Goodreads showing me that at the top? Like, to me, I thought this was fast paced, it was what I was looking for at the time of reading it. I have rated it a solid 4 stars, and to me ratings are based purely off vibes. I don't rate anything below 3 stars because I will only recommend 3 stars and above. If it's been below 3 stars, I've more than likely DNF'd it, so I've then not really given it a rating. People were saying in this that the MMC was cringy, he had no banter, blah blah blah, but for me personally, I loved him. There is obviously a backstory to the love between Vaughn and Sage that we don't know about yet, because we are getting them in this lifetime, but they knew each other in her previous life where she is called Aurelia. So of course there's going to be like an instant connection between them because they are fated mates. They're not just going to like hate each other. If the connection's there, it's there. And nowhere in what I read did the tropes mention enemies to lovers or anything like that, so whatever. Anyways, my review is 4 stars. A Hades and Persephone retelling. I loved it. I read this in such a short amount of time because it was so addictive. Fated mates. They will love each other in every lifetime. Gods and goddesses. Found family. Plot twists. Tall, dark and broody. give me book 2. I don't know when I'll get around to reading book 2 because there are so many other things that I want to read, and they're either on my physical TBR, my pre-order list, or on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm not really feeling completing any series. I'm not really feeling going on to book 2 anytime soon. And that's just the life of a mood reader. We just roll with it. Obviously I've got my reviews to look back on, so if I'm ever feeling in the mood to go back and think, oh, I wonder what's happening in that series, I'll go back and I'll think, yeah, I'll read book 2 now. But for the meantime, I am not going to be moving on to book 2 anytime soon. But if you are looking for a fast-paced romantasy that is a good time on Kindle Unlimited, that gives you Hades and Persephone retelling vibes, then this one might be for you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. It is my very first reading vlog where I've taken an entire week to finish my books with you, share my views, my opinions, and maybe some recommendations. And if you liked it, then thanks for watching. And if you liked it, then please subscribe and you can join me again for another reading vlog. In the meantime, I'm going to be buddy reading Please Don't Go by E. Salvador with my bestie Lauren, and I'm looking for a contemporary romance, so this has come at the right time. It's been fun.